had Dixie D'Amelio, KSI, dropped like a $600 gift, $16,000 in a week. I've got lights, I've got a shock bracelet, bubble machines, smoke machine.
Is this an expensive setup?
I probably spent like maybe...
That's the thing, when you get spiked, sometimes you just don't remember it, but it's always a good time.
It's a good time when you remember it, though.
Exactly. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Outspoken. I have a very cool episode coming up right now with a very interesting guest. He has accumulated around 1 million followers on TikTok in a very short amount of time, just simply by sleeping, practically, not taking any work away. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Jakey Boehm.
Hey. Thanks, boys, for having me.
It's nice to have you here, mate. Thanks for
man.
coming out.
That's all good.
You look fantastic.
Do I look
Not quite. I mean,
well rested.
Not quite as good as Lockie, but I mean, definitely better than me.
Working on it.
Definitely better than me. Definitely better than me. So, for anyone living under a rock or hasn't seen him here in Australia or wherever in the world, he has recently blown up a fair bit across socials for pretty much streaming yourself doing sleeping.
Yeah, just sleeping, and people pay initially to wake me up, and
It's amazing.
turn lights on, stuff like that.
I wonder where that obsession comes from. Someone wants to give money to wake someone up.
It stemmed from Twitch, right? I think that's
so
what you say that.
initially, like, you've got people like iShowSpeed and like those sort of streamers. Once a month, they'll do like a sleep stream, and
I didn't know Speed did that.
yeah, Speed does
okay.
one every now and then, and a couple of the other big streamers like Asian Andy and stuff like that. I've seen them do it, but they do it like once a month, and it's just a one-off thing, and all it is just sounds. But I sort of took that idea, and I was like, look, no one's really doing that on TikTok because it's not open. Like, the platform doesn't allow you to develop on it. It hasn't got like an API. So I initially just went, okay, sweet. Well, if I can somehow figure out how to do that on TikTok, I reckon it might be all right, because it'd be like the first time people can make like
It's almost an untapped market.
Yeah, really, because like on Twitch, like they give the streamers all these tools to like display things on the screen, and like when someone follows you, it comes up with an alert like, oh, this person just followed. But TikTok, there's nothing like that. Like, developers can't develop on it. So literally just took that, and I was like, sweet, if I can figure out how to do this on TikTok, like, it could be big. And
here we are. You're killing it.
Really
making good money, probably better money than any normal job you would have had.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to answer anything. That's the freedom of this, but we would love you to answer everything.
Yeah.
What would be like on an average week? Let's say, like, how many streams would you do?
So at the moment, when I first did it for the first 6 months, I was doing 7 days a week.
Oh wow.
10 hours a night, 7 days a week.
So you'd start streaming late at night.
Yeah, started late about 10 o'clock and normally finish about 6.
And what could like a normal week see you earning? If a good week of you doing this?
Like on an average, like, and because I sort of have only looked at it like monthly, it's like around about 35K US, which is like 50
in a week?
No, in a month.
Oh, okay.
It's like
that's fucking crazy.
50K a month, roughly. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like what surgeons get paid.
Yeah, like more than, like, a lot of the news articles are like, oh, this guy gets paid more than a CEO to sleep. Like, it's
and
crazy.
Fucking fair play to you for it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, let people say whatever they want. I think it's super impressive. If someone can, I always say work smart. I mean, you can work hard and work smart, but that's the great definition of being smart and working hard, because you're making money while you're sleeping, while attempting to sleep.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. That's like a very good yearly salary. Like, how long have you been doing it for?
8 months now.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what, Eric's over here, bribing about fucking, how many followers? 1 million in a year? He did it in how many
8
months?
months.
8 months. 1 million followers in 8 months. That's crazy. And like, you had nothing before that as well. Like, you had nothing. This is just like
the
ground
first time
up.
I've ever, like, I've always had social media, but I've never done like anything in the public. Like, I'm a little bit like nervous and shy and reserved in person.
Extroverted a bit?
Yeah, but like when you get on camera, it's different. Like, it's all right. But yeah, I never really gave it a go. I like making people smile, making people laugh, but
I can relate to you on that one.
never actually did anything with it. But now I've sort of, just tapped into the market, and I love it. I want to just keep doing it for forever.
Yeah, right.
It's incredible. Fucking well done, man. I love seeing shit. That's pretty inspirational, because like, just all of us, we're all just everyday normal people, and you've made something big and successful out of something that like, you would never really think of it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's become such a big trend as well. Like, you scroll through your For You page now, and like everyone and their dogs and everyone's fucking trying to do the same thing, just because they initially see like my articles when I first started, like, oh, this is easy money, but
catches them in.
A lot of them that try it, they don't succeed. There's nothing really
they can't outperform the OG.
No, they can't.
Anyone out there, have a go, but you will never be Jakey Boehm.
There's a lot of scammers as well. Like,
nothing but 8 hours sleep, cunt. That's all they'll get.
But yeah, there's people out there just trying to like tap into the market and scam people, just pay like repeats and stuff like that, and it makes us look bad. But the people that are actually doing it well, like, we put in the effort. You're not just sitting there and just lying there and waiting for the gift sort of thing. Like, the next day, there's like hours of like finding new clips, like coding, programming, like getting it all ready, and it's like a constant like it's a full-time job. Like I'm working during
For
the
sure.
day and night, and it's
Well, you're also not really getting a great quality of sleep.
No,
You know what I mean? And it's like you have to find time during your normal hours to try to find times to either catch up on sleep or rest. And, you know, people can be like, oh, it's easy. Anyone can do that. Yeah, anyone can do anything. It's just like not everyone does. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does the code actually work behind it? So when someone sends a love heart or something, what happens? What triggers what?
So initially when I started, I had a script that would basically read the chat, and it would just filter out when it discovered a particular gift, it would like trigger. At the start, it was just one sound. It was just Thomas the Tank Engine on like fucking bass boost. Like,
I remember because they had the scanner thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I had like a little. I'll go back. So the very first stream I ever did was like a little receipt printer that you'd see in hospitality, like Macca's, how it prints your receipts.
Yep.
And I pretty much made that when someone gave me a gift, it would print their name and it'd be like, oh, thank you, username for the gift. And I just ran that and like I let that run and that was making like $200-300 a day and it was like going crazy. And I'm like, fuck, like this is all right.
It's a normal income.
Yeah. And then that's when I got the idea with like seeing the Twitch people do it. I'm like, oh, I've already got like the code to make like reactions happen from the chat. And then I'm like, well, I'll just put a sound on it and I'll do that. So I started that and then it blew up and I've added I've got lights. I've got a shock bracelet now. Bubble machines, smoke machines.
And this is all automatically. Is this an expensive setup?
I probably spent like maybe $30,000 on it all. Like
Tax write-off.
Because you've got like huge TVs and everything.
Yeah, I've got like a big
upright
80-inch TV.
Is that just your normal bedroom?
No, so it's in my office. So like it's sort of like I've set up.
You'll sleep there when it's work stuff. Yeah, right.
So I started out with it was just like a cheap fold-out bed in my office, and it was like a little handmade sign that said "Send sunglasses gift, wake me up." And every time I get the money in, I keep investing into the stream, keep adding to it, and
it's pretty dope.
It looks like so different now compared to when you start. You either had like one or a couple things up, and now you've got like a TV that scrolls shit. Like there's heaps of stuff that happens. You've got like confetti machines or I don't know, bubbles and stuff. Yeah, the bubbles.
I'm like building a little machine which like shakes my bed now as well. So it's be like
that's really cool.
Earthquake bed. And
you should do one of those ones that just like sandwiches.
Yeah, just like
fucking closes you up. Man, that's really impressive though. Like, I'd love to be able to make that kind of money from sleeping. Yeah. Well, attempting to sleep.
So at what point were you like, okay, I'm going to go hard as fuck on this. Like, I'm going to just start putting all the money back in.
It was sort of, because I was working at the start as like a web developer. So I'd have to like work during the day and then do this at night. And then it was like 1 week I made like $5,000 or something like that. And it was insane. And I was like, fuck, like this. Yeah. Why am I working like doing web development, making like $1,200 a week doing a website when I can make it in like
make way more bang from
one
doing
day.
That, and you enjoy it too. It's fun, you know what I mean? That's really good.
You like create your own craft, you create your own room and everything. Yeah,
I can do what I want. I got the freedom to literally just do whatever. So I just roll with it.
What's the most money that one person, if you can recall, has actually donated / paid you for something?
So that's like set payments. But I had a gifter 1 week that dropped 1 million coins on me, which is like what would that be? Probably like $16,000.
Holy fuck!
In a week.
In a week?
Yeah.
Just to fuck. Wow.
Did you ever talk to them at all, or do you know who they are?
Yeah, like some of my gifters, like over a long period of time, like they're regulars. They've probably spent more than that on me.
Wow.
But
it's like having a sugar daddy that you don't have to do anything.
I don't have to fuck anyone. I just get the money.
Do you know what they do for work or anything?
No, like there's one guy that I spoke to. That was when I was just talking about then. He dropped like it was like $15,000 US on me. Over like 3 days, and I was like trying to get to know him and figure out like why me, like what's so, and he's just like, oh, I like what you're doing, and someone gave me a chance, I'll give you a chance, sort of thing. Didn't really elaborate.
You must have a bit of bread to be doing that. That's a lot of cash to be thrown around.
Disposable income to.
Yeah, well, you've had what massive people donate. You've had like Charlie or Dixie or someone.
Yeah, I had Dixie D'Amelio. I had KSI drop me.
Oh wow.
Universe, which is like a $600 gift.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so
that's really cool. So you've had a few big TikTok, big YouTube people come in and out. That's pretty dope.
Got some big TikTokers who follow me now as well. So it's like I'm building my own little network. It still doesn't really feel real. Like I thought, like years ago, they go, oh, 1 million followers. Like, fuck, imagine that. But it still doesn't. I don't know. Like I thought it'd feel different having it.
That's the great thing that I really like about TikTok. I do give TikTok praise. I know they do have a bit of strict rules here and there, but I feel like it's probably one of the last remaining platforms that really has got a good algorithm still where you can go viral. Yeah. You can technically start off at ground zero, not have any connections, not know anybody, not be known really. Like I once wasn't, when I started, but you can get on TikTok, post content. If you're consistent, if it's good content, you can just blow the fuck up quick too.
And even when you've got it, like even now, like the room for growth with TikTok, the way the algorithm works is sick. Because you get that For You page, and it all works on like your engagement. So if you've got heaps of people commenting, heaps of people liking, and if someone clicks through,
boost it more.
It just boosts it more. They throw it out to more people. So you can go from having like 500 people in the room, and then the next minute you got 5,000 people in the room just because they throw your videos out to the For You page. And
it's crazy.
If
I post regularly on TikTok, my TikTok starts going crazy. But if you only do once every week or two, then it's not going anywhere. But if I on their daily posting, my TikTok goes crazy.
Yeah, they sort of favor you if you're doing regular.
Consistent.
I try to like upload I'm not doing like proper content, but like I'm just uploading like little advertisements and stuff for the stream. I try and do like 3 a day. And
do you ever pull parts from your streams? Like, can you ever download and rewatch any streams? Or
so on TikTok they've got a replay function, so you can go into your live replays. I sort of watch stuff back and go like, oh, maybe I can do this differently. And I sort of look at like the screen, if the video looks good on the screen, like go spend a bit of time actually like dissecting the stream as well. So.
Wow, TikTok hold all your live streams?
Yeah, they hold it for 30 days.
Oh, so they delete it eventually. I was going to say, that's a lot of
that's
fucking...
cool, though. You can get all of that,
streams.
and you can watch your replays. Do you post them as like your own?
So that's what I use for content.
That's really cool.
If there's like a funny moment of the stream, like I'll just download
a highlight out of there.
Just get something what you guys would do with the podcast. You just get sections and you use that as like a sort of like a
really cool
sort of thing.
It's like a promotional tool almost. So then it might pop up on an Explore. People go, oh fuck, I want to watch it next time it's live. I'm the same. So even with sport, it's like if I miss like a fight or a game of rugby or whatever it might be, if I know the result, I don't really want to watch it. But when it's a live stream, you get more into it.
Yeah.
So that's probably why people love watching live streams when they feel engaged and they can put a bit of money in there and get something to be involved. It's like,
I think that's why the interactive stuff's cool, because it's like someone can be in some other country and then all of a sudden like they just click a button and something in my room goes off. Like it's
crazy how technology's progressed.
It's insane.
What's some like future things? Do you have like any crazy shit you want to like get set up in that bedroom of yours eventually?
Like I'm working on the bed shaker thing now, which would be I think kind of cool. Like,
that would be dope. How aggressive of a shake are we talking?
It's like could be pretty cool. It's like a reciprocating motor that just spins and the bed would just
that's really cool.
Fucking go mental.
You just strap it to a mechanical ball and then that turns on. Strap it
starts to that, throwing you around your room.
Just getting thrown to the ceiling.
Have you just got like
easy way to do that? Just put a brick in a washing machine. Done.
Under the bed.
Does that throw you around?
What? Bro, 100%.
I reckon it would blow up eventually too.
I think Marty Michael did it.
I've never done this. I wouldn't mind trying this. Let's go buy a washing machine after this.
The more it spins, the more intense it gets as well.
Have you just got heaps of like extension leads going into your room from like other parts of the house?
Yeah, did you say it's a danger hazard?
Because there's like so much shit in your room.
It's pretty fucking wild. There's like spaghetti everywhere. Like every little thing is like an individual plug, so I can individually control and program it. So yeah, if you look at like the behind the scenes, it's just a fucking mess. There's just
I could imagine
everywhere.
there would just be cords everywhere.
And like I'm like usually pretty tidy, but like after a while when you're adding stuff to it, you don't want to like redo everything and rewire everything. So I just fucking chuck it on top, and it just gets...
It's crazy how it all works.
Yeah.
It's nuts. There's so much work that goes into things that people never actually take in and be like, this guy just sleeps and that's it. And I was like, no.
There's a lot behind the scenes.
You buy a lot of shit, you set up a lot of shit, you got to deal with a lot of shit. Sleep's a very important thing. And even if you try to catch up on that sleep during the following day, it's a proven fact that it's harder to sleep during the daytime. Yeah. The sun's up, there's light, you can make your room black, but it's like...
There's noises outside.
It is, man. Your natural body clock, your body clock would be all over the show.
Yeah, so how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
Probably like 5-ish hours.
Oh, it's about the same as me.
Yeah. So it's not like I'm like sleep deprived.
Not too deprived.
At the start I was, because I had to work the next day. But once I started doing it full time, like I just do my normal sleep thing in the morning. I go to bed at like 7, wake up like just after 12, something like that. So
that's sick.
Because I'll wake up and you're still going. Like it's like fucking like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It depends. Like if it's having a really, really good night, I'll just stay on just to keep it pumping. So
where would you say your biggest demographic is? Is it Australia?
US.
US? Yeah. Okay, so when you're doing it here at night time when a lot of this country will be asleep, a lot of people there are in their day, peak of the day.
Like, I think it's 65% US based.
My TikTok's pretty big in America as well. I think that's like for sure probably 50 to 60% of my audience.
So it's massive in the US, Europe as well, just the time zone. So I think Australia is only about like 9 or 10%.
Oh, wow.
So it's not as big in Australia. But
what about your friends and family all think of you doing this stuff? Like, are they all pretty like mind blown?
Mum and dad don't like understand technology at all. They're like,
old school.
Even like trying to do a text message, like they suck. They just
my parents aren't too far off that.
Imagine trying to explain a sleep stream to them.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm starting to make all this money, and then they're like, "Wait, what?" I'm like earning more than my dad, and he's like a CEO of a company. He's like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like this doesn't add up." And,
do you have anyone that works for you?
No. So I just work for myself.
One-man team.
I have like one of my mates. He's a really, really talented developer. He's been helping me like sort of increase what we're doing and making it run smoother and stuff like that. So I just sort of pay him as we go with stuff,
casual
but
sort
not
of stuff.
like full-time stuff or anything.
That's pretty
like
cool though, because you definitely always need more hands on things. But that's cool that you can kind of run pretty much all of your own shit by doing it yourself. Yeah, a lot of less like expenses as well for staff.
No worrying about other people.
You don't need to rely on anyone but yourself, which is really, really good. You know, like I'm lucky I've got reliable friends and people are helping me out, but like I know it's like I've cycled through so many people trying to work for me, come and go, and that, and it's hard to like when you can rely on yourself. So
and when it comes down to like staff and stuff, like no one really does it like you. Like you've got like your own little.
I'm real OCD with things too, so I get it. It's like you want things done your proper way of how you envision it, and if it's not done, it's like fuck, I just gotta keep going. So you'd rather just do it yourself. Yeah, no, I'm very much the same.
Has anything on the stream ever like gone wrong, or like your TV fallen on you, or something, like anything like where you've got like, oh, fuck, I hope that wasn't like.
Yeah, so I had one night. Like I just got so pissed off. Like this guy just kept sending me. It was like during Halloween. I had like the movie The Shining. I was like, here's Johnny. Like I had that clip, and that was one of the gifts. And the guy just kept sending it and sending it and sending it. And I was like, fuck, like this guy's not stopping. Just kept going. So I ended up fucking turning around, like just punching the TV.
Oh yeah.
And it was sick because it made heaps good content. It got heaps of views. Like it boosted the stream the next like 2 months because everyone was coming in like smash the TV. But yeah, like other than that, like the smoke machine set off the smoke alarm in the building once. That was,
really?
Yeah, like my neighbors.
Is it an apartment building?
Oh, I live in an apartment. Yeah.
Oh wow! So everyone had to fuck.
Like my room's like pretty soundproof. It's like an old school like walk up. Like it's not like a brand new apartment building. So it's like kind of like the concrete built. So it's like it's sort of soundproof. Yeah, but. Yeah, the alarm went off and everyone fucking woke up, and I'm trying to explain that to the body corporate dude, like what I'm doing is.
Did everyone in the building when they were like evacuating, do they know it was from you?
At the time, I don't think so. Like we just sort of just went downstairs and then that was
I guess no one really knows which one unless it's a blatant fire.
I would have just shut my mouth and be like, what's all this about?
I just said I was
like, whoever did this, I fucking hate you.
I just said I was cooking toast and the fucking toaster went off and that was it. But
it's pretty cool. You can do it in an apartment building.
Yeah,
Sounds like a relatively. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't know specifically, but like other than all like the electronics and setting everything up, it sounds like it's a pretty good thing for you just to run yourself.
Yeah, it's really easy to do. Like I could literally do it anywhere in the world if like obviously you'd have to move a lot of stuff around,
set up and everything
like that. But you could literally just pull it, move it to anywhere. And
do you have any plans to do any travels with it and try to take it abroad somewhere? Or
if it depends if it's still going. Like in the future, I want to like sort of do like more normal sort of content, like get into like YouTube and like Instagram Reels.
Well, a lot of your fans would love to see that. They'd love to see more of you because sleeping and stuff, like it's fun because they're paying to piss you off almost or to mess with you, but doing things like vlogs or even these like podcasts.
Yeah, like just trying to do stuff that I haven't done before. So like I had ideas like if it's still like really like going big, like I could go to LA and get some random TikToker or YouTuber and they spend a night in the room or something like that. You could do like cool collabs like that. And
for sure. Because I think you getting to put your actual journey and your like what your experiences for all these things out there to other people, like whether you know it or not, it's pretty inspiring. Like even though like to the public eye, yes, it's just sleeping or whatever, the fact that you've been able to turn such a simple thing into making really good money, make it last the last 8 months and probably for at least another good while. And like you said, you can eventually do other things and explore other options. And your fans would love to see more shit like that, I'm sure. So
because there's a lot goes on behind the scenes. Like the number one comment I always get, like in my stream, because I can see the comments when I'm streaming. Like so much hate. Like just people just like Australia's really bad for hate.
Tall poppy syndrome, man. They fucking hate everyone that's doing well.
Anyone who's not just old people. It's mainly old people. Like they just fucking hate anyone who's doing good. They just like, oh, I got to go to work all week as a mechanic. Like, why does this guy do
like boo-hoo. Stop playing victim mentality.
Because you're sitting here hating on my video. Go do something, cunt.
Yeah, and I'm literally like, every time you leave a comment, it's boosting my engagement. More people are coming in and making more money. So keep commenting.
That's the great thing about hate. It's like, we can profit off hate. So, and I like that. We live in a world where if people have a problem, or if they don't like you, if they want to judge you or be negative, it's going to boost your views, boost your career. It's going to help you make more money. So I think when people train their brains to look at it from that perspective, with a bit of negativity, a bit of hate, it can make things a little, it softens the blow a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and there's like last time I was saying, like there's heaps behind the scenes that people, like a lot of people do understand, like it just doesn't happen magically. You don't send a gift and then a light turns on. Like there's a lot in that process.
I would never know how to do any of it.
And like people just go, oh, he just lies there and sleeps. And I'm like, yeah, but the behind the scenes of it and the reason that it all actually links up and happens, like that's the part that's tricky. And that's why no one else is really doing it like I'm doing it.
I've seen other ones and they just all look so like tacky and
they literally
shit.
just like
it's like one little piece of paper on the wall.
I don't see many live streams on my TikTok for some reason.
I don't know if it's because I watch yours, but I see them all the time now.
Do you have to go to a certain section?
No, just on your For You. They're trying to expand because that's how they're making money. TikTok doesn't really do ads.
Like, we did one live stream.
Yeah. I remember we did that once.
You, me, Marty, Michael, and we just played like a random game. I can't remember what it was, but people were giving us gifts and shit, and I don't know what it made, but it was fun.
Like most people on there, like they've got these things called battles, and it's like
that's what we did.
Yeah. So like the people are battling, and like they've got like a weekly ranking system. So whoever gets the most gifts in the week, you sort of go up the week top 99. Cool. So like these people are doing all they're literally doing is just sitting there talking to the other person on the other side, and then each team is sending them the gifts, whoever gets the most gifts, and like you just keep.
I had to stop watching the live streams about maybe 6 months ago. I just had, maybe even longer. I had to stop watching them because all I could see was these big, tatted up, muscly, strong dudes swearing and abusing each other on their live streams. Dude. Oh, fucking smash! I was like, what? These are on an internet live stream threatening each other about fighting. Why don't you just go and do it?
I love watching like those, like the ex-bikies.
Oh, it makes me cringe.
It's entertaining. I find it funny as, man.
It is funny, but it's just like
going off at each other through a screen.
They all planned it as well. Like there's like the whole like drama thing. Like they like to.
All of it would be staged.
They're like, oh, we'll have a big fight tonight, and then all the viewers from all the other rooms go, oh, these people are fighting. Let's go, and then they get more gifts. They make more money. Wow.
Men handle their problems a different way now than what they used to. They get on TikTok and battle it out,
screaming at each other
for a couple of $100 and beg for gifts. These fucking tough dudes. God, it annoys me.
It's crazy.
They're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Hey guys, thanks so much for the gift. That's why I like what you do, because you're not like it's so just. In my opinion, it's impossible to hate on it. There's no flaws with it. You're fucking making bread and you're entertaining people, making them laugh. Yeah. People get to pay money to fuck with you. Yeah. You're making money. Everyone wins.
Yeah. If people want to pay me, they pay me. If they don't, they don't. But people still like they go, oh, you're a scammer or you're begging, and like. End of the day, like doesn't matter. You can say what you want. Them. I'm still making
100%.
money.
Fuck what everyone says, honestly.
I'm still able to help. Like I help a lot of people on TikTok. I re-gift heaps of stuff back.
You donated a fair bit of money too.
Yeah. We've made like nearly 30 grand in the last 8 months.
Oh, wow.
For, like different charities and stuff like that, mental health. So
you donated nearly 30.
Yeah, nearly 30.
I
did
Holy
another.
Fuck.
This week I came number 1. Did another 2,500 for Beyond Blue. So
that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah,
that's really, really good.
Always try and like mental health, something that's big for me. So
yeah, me too, man. I like to talk about that stuff a lot. You know, I've gone in and out of really bad bouts with depression and anxiety, PTSD. I have really bad ADHD.
Yeah.
Haven't been diagnosed with many other things, but there's probably a lot of other shit going on in the brain. But you know what it's like, man. And it's like, I think a lot of men don't speak out enough about it because you get shamed. Girls think it's like girls make fun of guys for doing it. Guys make fun of other guys for doing it. Yeah. Is that camera all good? We're good, Bailey. Sweet. Sorry, I just had to make sure. We had a camera malfunction earlier. But yeah, no, it's cool. You're donating money and bringing awareness and doing those things, man. So I can't help but respect that. Maybe I'll start sleeping. I don't even sleep anyway.
Go spend a night in the sleep room.
We'll go for a sleepover.
Do a collab. Do it.
We should have a sleepover.
But you're just spooning the whole time. It's sleeping, but you're spooning. It's a collab.
Do an OnlyFans one.
Every OnlyFans sleeping collab.
They give you a gift, and then you just fuck someone in a different.
Every $100 is a different stroke with a dildo. One pump. One pump.
Speeds up faster.
Yeah, it's like $100, $200, $300, $400. I'd be down for that. I'd be down to be the one that gets fucked. Just quietly. I'm not gay, but I'll be down to get fucked.
$50 is $50
for the price.
Exactly. I'm not gay, but $50 is $50.
What's the most amount of viewers you've ever had?
So when at the start, like I think when you first start streaming, they throw you out to a lot more people because they're like it's just part of the algorithm how it works. Nowadays,
dopamine hit.
Yeah, nowadays it's sort of like I'd sit on like sort of a 1,500, $2,000. Like that's sort of how many people watch. At the start, I had like 30,000 people at one time. Just fucking sitting there, and like not all of them are gifting, but like a lot of people are gifting.
That's like a football stadium full of people watching a game of rugby. They're just sitting there watching you sleep.
And it's just a number on a screen, but when you put it like that, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, you never realize how many people that actually is.
Even like 1 million followers, like it's just a number on a screen, but if you actually put it in perspective,
like, dude, 1 million. Like think about like a big stadium in Australia might fit 100,000 people in a really big one. 10 times full of like a massive
it's more
thing.
People in, I think Queensland's only got 800,000 people. So it's
really?
It's more?
No, it'd have to be more.
Gold Coast maybe.
100%. Yeah, Gold Coast.
Gold Coast maybe.
More than the whole city.
I was going to say our population's about 26 or 28 million or somewhere like that in Australia.
Even like 1 million people. What is there anything that fits 1 million people? Not really.
No, not really.
Not even
a lot of people.
What's the most? What's the biggest?
Woodstock had like 1 million or something like that. Close
like
to
a festival.
Yeah, big festival.
Whoa,
that's crazy.
That'd be hectic.
Yeah, so I used to compare shit like that when I'd hit any certain amount of followers. Like, well, imagine all these people in front of me, how crazy that was.
When you have like real down days or something like that, you just start thinking of that. It brings you up.
No, I'm fucking cool. I'm
yeah, like
down.
Fuck, no one else is doing it. Like, it's cool.
I'm making bread from fucking sleeping. People like me. I'm making people laugh. I'm helping charities. Fuck it.
Yeah,
it's a good way to be.
Do you think TikTok's really helping people's confidence on creating content or just like being confident in themselves these days?
I think the opportunities they're giving people is good. There's a lot of flaws to TikTok with like their reporting systems and stuff.
Yeah, you just had all your videos deleted, didn't you?
Yeah, so like my main what was that?
Could you appeal them?
So the thing with TikTok is like it's all done like it's all AI. It's run out of China. Like there's no, even with me, like I'm making them like TikTok takes 50%. So my cut is what I said before, like 50 grand a month. So they're making another 50 on top of that. And just off me alone.
Yeah.
And there's
is that
like
what Facebook does?
Yep. Okay. Well, they don't tell you.
They literally are making bank, and like we don't have anyone here in Australia, anyone to contact.
You don't have a TikTok rep?
Nope, they don't offer TikTok.
I could give you a TikTok rep.
You got
I can't guarantee she'd help you, but like she replies to me.
I think I gave you an email once, but
yeah. I literally like I can't get contact with anyone at all.
No, I've got a lady on WhatsApp. Insane. She replies like, if I need her, normally within a couple of days.
Where's she from?
I think she's Aussie.
Yeah,
I think she lives in Singapore.
Because literally, I had my account the other day. I was just streaming, and then had like people like fake reporting videos. Lost the whole account for like 6 hours.
Oh wow!
And I was like stressing.
It's a bit annoying, isn't it? That there's some fucking little coward fucking pussies can like have that kind of. They can just mass report and stuff, and then hopefully.
And then like it's such a shit feeling, like something you've built for so long, just like being ripped away from you.
And it's like when I don't have anyone to contact as well, it's like you can't explain your side of the story, and then like you just start freaking out and
you're helpless. You're just there like what the fuck.
You think with how big TikTok is and how rich people are getting from it and how many people are using it, you think that they would almost have a better support system around it, especially for their creators that are bringing them good revenue. Yeah. Like you'd think that you'd have someone you can talk to almost at 24/7.
Yeah, like there's like for Australia alone, like there's like the top. So there's me. I'm always in like the top 10 streamers in Australia.
Yep.
But everyone else is like in that top 10. We're all earning the same sort of money. Like if you put that in perspective over the top 99 in just Australia, and then you add up the US, who is making probably double, triple that.
There's hundreds of millions of dollars.
Millions and millions of dollars. All they need is like 1 or 2 staff here in Australia just to answer a fucking email if they've got a problem.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts. Like I lost all my videos the other day. I'm still trying to get them back, and it's just.
I understand all of this, man. Like I've been public enemy number 1 on Instagram, Facebook, a lot of these platforms since I started. TikTok, touch wood's been one of my best ones, but I've had to deal with that shit too. Like things getting removed or losing your ability to monetize videos to make money from them, put ads in them, having reach restrictions and not actually being able to contact anybody.
Yeah. Just explain.
But then there is people in Facebook, a lot of workers, but then they'll ignore me, and same as Instagram. I lost an Instagram account. Fair enough, I lost the account, but there's never really much support. I think YouTube does an all right job with their support stuff. Like,
they're pretty decent. Like you've had a rep from like 100,000 subscribers. So
I've never really got into YouTube, but from like the outside point of view, like YouTube, I think treats their creators probably the best out of everyone.
Well, you can see on your community dashboard inside your profile and your settings that you can see like there's like a 3 fucking check mark thing.
They're more transparent. No other platform gives you a fucking how many warnings.
It tells you like, oh, hey, you've got 3 strikes. The next one means you will lose your channel. And they go away after maybe 3 or 6 months or something. But at least you can go there and look at it, not just blindly hope that, oh, fuck, I've had a video removed twice now on Facebook. Am I going to lose my page out of nowhere with no warning? No one's going to help me bring it back. And that's a cool thing about YouTube that they actually have that 3-step thing there. It's like, cool, I fucked up twice. I best not do it again. Yeah. And you just go silent for a while until they're gone, then keep going.
And even like when you hit like 100,000 followers, they give you like a plaque and they like congratulate you, and they like TikTok. I've never had one person for TikTok contact me.
You should get onto YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like now they got that 1 million followers. Once I start doing like different sort of content, I can start uploading to YouTube, and
you can still do your streams.
Would you stream on YouTube? Is that like something
you can? It's just a matter of like changing everything around to do that.
Oh, so your coding would be different as well.
Yeah, because it's all based on TikTok's GIFs and
interesting.
It's a bit hard with like YouTube and that because TikTok has like 300 like little gifts, so you can have like all these different functions for each gift.
Yeah.
Whereas like it'd be hard to say, oh, if you donate $5,
it'd be like a dollar value. Then
it'd be a lot harder to sort of get people to control the room. But YouTube's definitely something I want to get into. I want to get into like doing more like Instagram Reels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe specific prices like $2.50 for a fucking
something off.
We can do subscription stuff on YouTube, can't you?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, I'm sure like on Twitch and stuff, they do song requests and stuff. Yeah. So that's like another thing you can do.
Yeah, like there's heaps of stuff that I can like eventually do. If TikTok keeps doing what they're doing and I lose my account, then I probably would just start on another platform because it's no point. But at this stage, TikTok's working for me. Like the actual algorithm and everything's really good, which is like compared to Twitch. Like if you're streaming on Twitch, people kind of need to know you. Like they can't just discover you randomly.
TikTok definitely gives you a chance to get known. Whereas any other platform, you have to have a way or like know someone or be someone to start
boosting.
Is there a way that you could potentially have a whole bunch of shit set up? So if you're doing one stream on your TikTok, is there a way if you have like, say, if you were to employ someone, can you have an extra computer or two to plug up some shit and be streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time? And have
there's like software you like through OBS. I'm pretty sure you can actually do multiple platforms at once.
I guess you probably wouldn't want to overlap too much because then people will be fucking trying to use the same shit on different streams.
And it'd be like if someone's watching on like YouTube and then someone's watching on TikTok and then all of a sudden something goes off, people be like, hang on, why is that going off? No one's really paid for it. But it's definitely a smart idea to like get involved in the other platforms, even if it's just the bare minimum. Just do some posting and just
build them.
Try and build, like you said,
you've got the 1 million followers on TikTok now, probably an engaging audience and stuff like that. So try to push some of them as often as you can to Instagram, YouTube, everywhere else. And then that way, if you build 3 or 4 different platforms, they've all got a good little cult audience there. Fuck it. If one goes down, it sucks, but it isn't a be-all, end-all.
That's what I'm trying to do, because it's hard to just say to people, follow my Instagram, and it's like, you need to give someone like a reason or some value.
Because they're watching they're following you for your streams. But whereas on Instagram, it's like, what are they following you for there?
So if you give them something to, like if you start like playing a video or something and go, watch the rest of it on Instagram, it gives them a reason to go and sort of watch it. And
good marketing.
Yeah.
Like it. Just curious, did you ever watch like Ludwig or Aspazada or anything like that?
I watched Ludwig,
Yeah. So have you ever thought about going down that realm with like live streaming
sort of stuff? Or?
More so like, do you know how he has those like one-off like big streams where he gets like influencers together and stuff like that? Have you thought about doing anything like that?
I don't know if that would like, it's I think it's different in Australia. There's I don't think we've got like a lot of like big streamers. Like I know we've got like we've got like big gaming streamers and stuff like that, but I don't think it would really work. We haven't really got that like big community, or not that I'm aware of anyway. Like TikTok is like I don't really have other streamers that I'm sort of close friends with that are doing similar things or gaming or anything like that. So.
Are you much a user of TikTok and these things? Do you go on there to watch much content or anything, or you kind of just get in there?
Yeah, that's how I sort of like started. I would just scroll through and I like initially got on lives and I was just like chatting to people and just meeting new people and new friends, because I was in a pretty low sort of point in my life. So I was like, just went there just to meet people and just to chat, and just from there it just sort of took off.
That's fucking awesome.
I just started as just a normal user and then figured out like, this is actually can make money off it. So
after your first stream, were you like, that felt weird, or like
like even when I was doing it, I was kind of like lying there like, this is like because I could read people's comments and stuff like, why is this guy like on camera sleeping? This is cringy, and it's like it sort of like plays with your head a little bit.
Making 10 bags in a week from sleeping ain't fucking cringy to me.
But like now I don't really give a fuck. Like you can say whatever you want. Like doesn't bother me. But back at the start, it was like I never had sort of hate comments or anything like that. So I took it.
It's learning to deal with new things too, man. You're putting yourself out there for the world to see. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trolls, a lot of jealous, sour people. Some of them probably be people you even know of, you went to school with, might come out of their shell and make a fake account to hate. It's just what happens. I've dealt with heaps of it since I started doing all my shit many years ago. But I know I love seeing shit like this. It motivates me even seeing other people do well, and seeing someone, an everyday person like yourself, like I was when I started. It's like getting in and you're making something of it. You're making it fucking. You're doing really well with it, and it's like you said, you're in a dark place. You came out of that. You started fucking making some big wins. You're doing well. You've blown up a bit. Got a good following. Making money. The fucking oyster is a world.
Yeah, I think I've done everything I'm doing is right. There's no reason to hate, but people always find a reason.
People find, man. You break no laws. Like even when I started doing OnlyFans 2.5 years ago, haven't done it for about a year now, but just recently got back into it a bit. But when I started it, people like, anyone can go and fucking do nudes and do this. I'm like, yeah, but like there's a reason I'm making good money from it, because I spent the last 6 years building my brand, building my image online, making funny content, working hard to get there. Like, someone else down the street here, one of these guys, couldn't just make OnlyFans and go make millions of dollars.
There's like a whole almost like a what did you call it, like a
journey process.
There's a big process for it.
You've got to have like not marketing experience, but like there's a way you do it, like so you get recurring people.
There's little things, like little little marketing things that you can do too.
You can't just go on and be like, even girls, like they think they're going to go on and make millions
just because they're good looking. But no, you need to have strategies. You need to have
a reason for people to keep coming back.
No, I agree, and that's it. It's like I firsthand know what it's like. That I got involved in that. A lot of people come out of nowhere like, this is. I'm like, I'm not breaking the law. I'm not harming anyone. No children are seeing this. It's like people. I'm doing this on a it's hidden behind a paywall on a different website. people are coming to spend their money to watch stuff that I'm doing, and I'm getting paid to do stuff that I enjoy doing.
Yeah. If they want to watch it, they want to watch it.
Yeah, and I'm like, if people want to hate on it, I'm like, cool. I guarantee all these people hating watch porn, love sex movies, love sex TV shows, love rappers and chicks that sing about sex and drugs.
Because you make money from it, it's a problem.
Because I'm making money, and you know, it is a very tall poppy syndrome in Australia.
In Australia, it's bad.
I do like living here. It is a good country. I've experienced living in the UK for a year and a half. I've experienced living in America for a year and a bit. You know, for living conditions, for the most part, Australia is really good. Yeah. And a lot of people here are really good. Like a few bad people don't speak for everyone, but in terms of like a percentage of population, Australia is for sure the worst for tall poppy syndrome. Yeah. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because we're like a more smaller community country out of the middle of out away from everyone, you know. And people here just see people do well, and their first initial thought is just to hate on that or to be negative because they're not doing that. They're like, oh, but it's like at the end of the day, I didn't have it any better than any of these people.
Like that, I love that. Like I thrive on when people do well. Like if I have my friends that are doing well.
That's why you're doing well.
Yeah. And like I even if my friend, like if they're doing well now, like, and I'm not doing well, like everyone gets their success at different parts of their life. Like just because if your mate's winning now and you're not, you'll win later on. You just
can't be like jealous or spiteful or hateful towards people doing well, because like I like what you said. It's like, if you look at that shit, or if you look at someone doing well, I always look to people that are doing so much better than me, whether it's financially, career-wise, doesn't matter. It's like, I look at them and I'm like, okay, what can I learn from them? I'm motivated by you making serious money from sleeping. It's like, I'm not going to do it, but it motivates me. It's like, how the fuck can I do to better myself? You know, it's like, I look at people that are winning, successful, whatever it is in life, and I take inspiration from that. And I'm like, fuck, I feel good. I'm like, a lot of people I think have this programmed brain where they're like, oh, someone else's success is going to make their chances of success go down. But it's not how it works. There's a lot of room for everyone to win.
I think everyone just sort of goes, oh, he's got lucky or like, and things like that. But like, it's still like, if you don't put in the hard work, you're not going to get anything from it.
100%. Yeah. And you're living proof of like anyone realistically, if they use their brain and put a bit of work in and do it, anyone can do it. So am I. I grew up, I was horrible in school, didn't have rich parents. Yeah. Didn't really get given spoon-fed anything. You know, I worked up hard and I wasn't the smartest kid, but I figured out what was my thing. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go hard with this. If I have to spend my whole life trying to make this happen, I'll die a happy man chasing my dreams. I don't want to spend my life slaving away building someone else's dreams or being told what to do every day just to make enough money to put a roof over my head and food on the table. It's not enough. I want more out of life. And that's why I looked at these people winning, whether it's fighters or actors or other YouTube people. And I'm like, that's what I want to do.
So. I think people just sit around and just expect something good to happen.
Entitlement, man. Entitlement's a bad thing for a lot of people. And I'm guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of being entitled throughout their lives. But in terms of that aspect of looking at people that are doing well, I'm like, oh, fuck that person. They got lucky or blah, blah, blah. Anyone can do that. It's like, whatever.
Go and do it then.
Yeah, literally. Go and do it. Yeah. They're just too scared to get out there and try. They're scared of the judgment.
Well, it's putting yourself out there as well. That's like the one big thing that stops a lot of people doing stuff is you physically got to put yourself out there and actually do it. Like everyone just goes, oh, that's a simple idea, but the actual putting yourself out in like a public sort of setting that's a big step as well.
That's why I think like TikTok's helping with like kids' confidence, even though like they're not all like make videos, but a lot of kids who would never get in front of a camera are like now getting in front of cameras these days and like having a crack.
Even if it's like just doing a stupid dance or like something simple, like it's still, I think it's boosting people's confidence.
So that's a fine example. It's like, I don't really enjoy these dancing, shitty, cringy TikTok videos, but it doesn't mean I hate the people. Yeah. Like good on them for making that work. I don't enjoy that content. I find it like, whatever. I don't want to watch it, but like, I don't look at that and go, oh, my day's ruined. Fuck this person. I'm going to leave a nasty comment. Like, cool. They're making money. Well done. If you're happy, amazing.
If you don't like it, scroll on. Like, there's still millions
next
of people
video,
that like it.
Next fucking video.
And the people that literally, they just take 5 minutes out of their day. They stop. They like come in, they troll you and just comment. Like, I don't understand that.
What would be in the foreseeable future for you? Like, how long do you think this sort of stuff would? Yeah. How long do you think this could like potentially last?
I literally didn't expect it to last as long as it did. I thought it'd be like just like maybe 6 months and then the trend would die and it would stop. But I feel like the reason that I can keep going and like the reason I've been so successful out of it is because like my audience is kind of, it's me as a person. It's like my personality and me like giving people something.
Well, I think you'll do well on YouTube when you start making more personalized things. You know,
people follow me for not just the sleeping, but for me as well.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people out there that probably feel like they can relate to you or they can connect with you on a different level rather than just watching your videos. They might look at you and think you have similarities. They might look at you and be like, whoa, he's like inspired me. He's helped me out of a bad place, or he's proven that anyone can fucking get out there and do some shit. So I reckon like you'll do well when you make content for other platforms eventually. But like you said, don't fix what's not broken. I think keep doing the shit you're doing.
Well, for now it's working, and I haven't even had like a decrease in income or anything like that. Everything's, if anything, it's been good.
Hopefully you're being smart with the income.
Yeah, I've been just saving. Like I've literally like maybe 18 months ago, I sort of blew my whole life savings and went on a bit of a crazy year. But like now it's
as
like
we do.
TikTok's given me like a second chance, and now I'm sort of, I hardly drink anymore. I hardly go out. I've just sort of cleaned everything up, and my head feels way better as well. And
it's awesome.
My whole life's changed because of it.
When opportunity comes knocking,
absolutely.
What you've done, you grabbed it by the balls and fucking ran with it. So it's awesome to see.
What are some of the, because you can see on TikTok like other earners in different countries. Yeah. What are the top earners doing?
So top earners are people in Dubai. Like they've got an hourly ranking, whereas we've got a weekly ranking. Okay. So
literally a lot of people in Dubai
are making like probably $20K an hour in Dubai, like fucking insane.
$20,000 in an hour on TikTok.
Because in Dubai you can't gamble.
There's so much money as well. So that's right.
This is like, it's kind of like I don't know, it's like their way of gambling, the people in Dubai. So like they're like having games with the other, like with the battles. Like they're like, oh, I want this person to win. So they throw heaps of money.
And they'd be so rich too.
Yeah. They just don't give a fuck.
I'll be honest. This isn't a diss at Dubai. I love the place, love the people. Beautiful. Awesome place. But when we were there recently, my fucking explore feed on TikTok was shit. Oh man. I didn't see one video that I looked at and was like, oh, that's good. Yeah. I felt like a hater. I was like, whoa, what is with this? It was just random people getting hit by cars or random people fighting in sand pits. And
there was random shit on there.
I don't understand it. Yeah, I was like, what is this? I had to put my VPN on to be back here. I didn't want to see. I just was over
Whereas if you're over here or like somewhere else, you see Dubai as a sick place. Yeah. It is a sick place.
Dubai's lit as fuck.
One of my favorite places I've ever been. But Dubai's like, over all the videos you'd see of Dubai is like all the sports cars and stuff. So it's interesting that
have you thought about going there and setting your set up and just having a crack at that for a couple of months to see if you could make more?
Making a joke with my mate the other day because he's just moved over there. Because if you start a business there, you can like
I've just set my company up.
Free and stuff over there as well.
So I just set my company up out there. My banking isn't done, so technically I'm not earning money there at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's a few things around it. You need to be a tax alien resident of Australia. It's a complete legal thing. You're not doing anything dodgy. It's like if you can go there, but you can only spend 6 months a year in Australia.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are deemed as an Australian tax resident. You pay taxes there, and I mean mainly here. But I reckon, like, if there's people making 20 grand in an hour, if you set your shit up out there and had a crack, nothing to lose. Like,
absolutely.
Fuck it,
Hey, 1 year and you could be set for life.
Literally, bro. That kind of money is like set for life money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to like, it'd be hard to break into it, but if you did break into it, then it'd be insane.
You'd be making like almost like 50 to 100 G's in a day.
Because I was even looking at like the American ranking system, because there's a way you can flick to different countries. You just get like a different SIM card in your phone. And then you can like your TikTok thinks you're in that country. So I was even thinking about.
Is it different to the VPN?
They don't use the VPNs. Like TikTok has a way of discovering that you're on a VPN.
Oh, whoa.
So it goes off your SIM card. So I have like an American SIM card, and I was thinking of doing like the rankings over there.
Oh yeah.
The top people in America earning like 150, 200K a week. Like it's unreal.
Do you have an Aussie SIM card?
I have a US. I've got an Aussie SIM card here, but I've got a USA one as well. So I was.
Would that work for you though? Because like your audience is in America because you're sleeping at Australian times. Like,
well, I think why like a lot.
You just have to structure it. You
just have to structure, and like the weekly ranking is like a big thing on TikTok Live. Like everyone's trying to get to the top, and I think if I just randomly popped up in the US with the numbers that I'm doing here, all of a sudden all these people be like, oh, hang on, who's this guy? And then it would give me like mad 100%. Exposure.
I think that would be a good next step for you almost. Is like, we did similar things like even before I met Lockie, like I was making my videos, you know, and I got pretty big online in Australia with my Facebook and whatever else I was doing. And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, fuck, I'm a bit over being a big fish in a small pond. I want to like be a little fish in the biggest pond. And we went to America for a short trip, did a few collabs, met a few people. I went back every year for a short trip, was Povo, pretty much sleeping in fucking the small, we were like sharing beds with like 5 people and just kept going back, kept having a crack, kept going and going. And there's a good market out there, man. If you hit the American market and have anywhere near the same success as what you're having here, you see them dollar bills.
That's what I'd love to do. Like I've got all this free time and like I've literally got so many opportunities now. So I've made heaps of friends through TikTok, like big followings, like 6-7 million, stuff like that. So even if I go like LA for a couple months next year, I got heaps of friends. Like they'll put me well into other people.
I'll be there in January, so if you're there at all in the early year, then I'll be back probably in March. So
but I just want to like just meet people, try and collab with people, get into like normal content.
You have a lot of fun out there, man, because everyone out there is very different to here. And in the context, I think a lot of everyone, if you go to LA, like a lot of people out there, they're all on the same grind. Someone might be doing fucking makeup videos, you might be doing sleeping streams, someone might be doing pranks, but everyone's there trying to get it.
Yeah,
so you're not going to meet people that are like hating on you for what you're doing. They're just going, oh, whoa, that's sick. Like we should do something together, you know? People are very supportive and about it. Like everyone there is practically either chasing that dream, trying to do social media or some type of fame career, or they're working a normal job trying to make it happen. I feel like not many people really like live in LA just to have their normal life, like in the central parts anyway. In the outskirts, loads of people for sure, but yeah, I think that'd be a cool place for you to go and explore.
Yeah, next year I just want to do a bunch of travel, try and make a bunch of content, and just see if I can try and get those 1 million followers onto other platforms, and then just sort of see where it goes, expand from there.
For sure, you should always just keep trying to level up every while, and once in a while, man. Just look at where you're at and be like, okay, cool. What's the next?
How can I do better? What
For sure, that's any advice I'd be able to give. You're killing it. You don't need my advice, but like that's what I'd say. Is just always try to seek uncomfortable things, man. Just put yourself. If you go there and it doesn't work out, who cares? Money comes and goes.
Exactly.
Go there, have a crack, and if it pays off, boom.
Yeah, if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then I just go back and just keep doing what I'm doing. Like 100%. Either way, I'll always figure something out. Like it's sort of, I wouldn't say I'm set for life, but like the 1 million followers, I can always.
I think your mindset would be set for life.
Yeah,
your mindset. I
always find a way to like just try something new or just sort of follow.
Well, now you know, like you can start something with nothing. Like you don't have to have anything behind you. You can just start it.
I just come up with a new idea, give it a go. If it doesn't work, I try something else. And
exactly. It does a world of good for your confidence and your mindset to know, like, okay, I've got me. It's like I've proven that I can do some cool shit.
Yeah.
And it's like this won't be the last cool thing you do. You know, it's like even if you get back into a stage in a year, 2 years, 3 years, it might not ever happen. But if you do, like, you're a bit lost or you're stuck, you're like, fuck it, just what can I make happen? And think on it for a while, and it'll work. So. That's what I've always been trying to do. That's why I started podcasting and all these things. I was a bit bored of making the same fucking videos. And I was like, what can I do that's still in this kind of realm? It's not going to get the views that my old shit used to get because it was just wild instantly in the first few seconds of crazy shit. But this long content, people that are listening to this, I feel like they can get to know me and my guests, my friends, a lot more on a personal level, see what we're like, see if we can have normal conversations, understand our journeys. That's why I think it's always good to just keep trying to
just try different
level
things,
up. Yeah, fuck yeah. Lockie actually fucked me last night.
That's hot.
That's a lie.
Don't you lie. That was a lie.
Me lying was a lie.
But anyways, man, that hour's just gone by fucking quick.
Yeah, I went really quick.
It was good to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you coming out. Right. And guys, find all his socials, mainly his TikTok, in the description of this video. If you want to go and watch him sleep, you might be able to go and fuck with him.
Come wake me up.
Come wake him up. Come make him punch a TV, dive headfirst through a TV, as long as he doesn't hurt himself. Thanks again, brother. It's been awesome. Jakey Boehm, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.